What's up, my people? So, what I want to talk about right now is the fires that are all over the West. Um, what I'm going to show you is probably going to trip you out. It might bring some cognitive dissonance. I don't really know how anybody's going to react. Of course, I'm crazy, but these are the facts, and this is, um, what we can see via satellite. Right now, there's more than 100 wildfires across the West. 4.3 million acres have burned, and that number is growing. That's almost 7,000 square miles, which is roughly the size of New Jersey. Um, Hundreds of thousands of people are being evacuated, so are being displaced. 500,000 people from Oregon alone have been mandatorily evacuated. That's 10% of Oregon's population. Um, these fires, we're told, were started from lightning, and then the big one in California, we're told, was started from a gender reveal pyrotechnics, which, I mean, it just sounds ridiculous. So I don't think that it was gender reveal pyrotechnics that ignited all these fires. If you go to certain websites and watch in real time uh, the ignition of the fires, several of them start at once. There is no lightning, um, so there has to be another explanation. And I think maybe Mike may have found that explanation. So just watch and listen, and you know, listen to to all the facts before you make up your mind. So I will leave the link to the full video of Mike's in the description box below. And yeah, here's the video. Pay attention.
And get it where we need it here. So now we're going to start seeing, these are the beams. I've enhanced it so that it's a lot brighter so that you guys can see there's actually a beam being shot down or some form of heat signature. You can see, I mean, it was a nice solid beam coming from Oregon down. We're going to let this run through, because this way, it's really enhanced, so you're going to be able to see it a lot better. There's the top side. And it was a really focused beam for a while, and then it kind of spread out into a dual beam. And there's that dual beam, and we also see the two light pillars coming in from the top of the picture from PG&E's very own camera. So here we are, we're getting where we can really see the beam in the red. So look at that. Tell me that's natural. That's not natural. I've been documenting these maps for a long time, and this thing was really hard to see. That's why I was thanking Dutch for catching that, because I probably wouldn't have seen it until I turned on the enhancement on the browser to get the contrast up. So I mean, that's blatant right there. We have a blatant dual beam coming down. And let's let this go on up to the second part. Show the secondary. I think I showed the secondary beam up coming out from the top. Yeah, okay, there. Yeah, that's just in the light. But there was another beam that showed up in a different area. See if I can fast forward this a little bit. Right there. There was a new beam coming down from a different area, shooting down into the ocean. You can clearly see that. And in the 6-7 years that I've been documenting these maps, I've never seen nothing like that before. Okay, let me go ahead and get back into what I'm looking at here. Let me show you that picture again. Look at the two beams coming down into the fire zone from PG&E's very own web camera.
So at the very least, that alone should be compelling and interesting. It's blatant, like he said. And then the picture from PG&E is stunning, really. It's a jaw dropper, or at least it was for me. But what could this be? Is this, you know, is it a DEW, directed energy weapon? Maybe. Is it a laser? What is this? Maybe it's this. This is from PG&E's website. It's energy from outer space. Find out how researchers are boldly going where no watt has gone before. Then there's this article, PG&E makes deal for space solar power. California's biggest energy utility announced a deal Monday to purchase 200 megawatts of electricity from a startup company that plans to beam the power down to Earth from outer space beginning in 2016. Solarin would generate the power using solar panels in Earth's orbit and convert it to radio frequency transmission that would be beamed down to a receiving station in Fresno, PG&E said. From there, the energy would be converted into electricity and fed into PG&E's power grid. So that started in. So we know for a fact that PG&E is purchasing energy that's being beamed down from space. So I would guess that it's not too hard to imagine something being beamed from one location to another. Or something. I mean, I don't know and I don't pretend to know. Maybe one of you know. I'm just saying this is what you can clearly see. Maybe that's an option that we need to be talking about. So, let me know what you think.